Hey guys, hello everyone, welcome to my channel ASGCC Smart Gurukul. Okay, this is Akshara Gandhi, founder of ASGCC classes, and today we are going to start with our series, and today's our topic is cell, the fundamental unit of life. So आप अगर notes बना रहे तो I would like to suggest you that write the notes by your hand. Pause the video wherever you want. जहाँ पर भी आपको लगता है कि ये you have to make note, pause it and write the notes so that it will be helpful for you. And जैसे कि कहा जाता है कि जो चीज़ हाथ के नीचे से जाती है वो ज़्यादा देर तक आपके ब्रेन में रहती है. So please make notes as and when you feel like you should write the notes. Okay. Also, one more thing, please like, share and subscribe my channel. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe my channel so that you will get the latest update as soon as whenever they are uploaded. Okay, so let's start. And also one more thing, that this cell, the fundamental unit of life, this chapter we are compiling it off within 5 minutes. It will help, it is helpful for you, for very much helpful for you during your exam period. Okay, so within 5 minutes you can revise it quickly. So it is also helpful for 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard CBSE students, also 10th standard SSC students. So all the best. Cell, the fundamental unit of life. What is cell? The cell is the smallest living structure of life. या ऐसे कह सकते हैं कि cell से ही हमारे life की शुरुआत होती है. Whatever the life starts, it is the smallest unit of life, or the structure is called as cell. Okay. What are the parts of cell? These are all the parts of cell. It is plasma membrane, cell wall, nucleus, cell organelles, and cytoplasm. So let us start with the first part of the cell, that is nucleus. Okay, what is nucleus? Nucleus is something that is in the center of the cell. जो cell के बीचों बीच होता है, it is called as nucleus. Nucleus के अंदर होता है chromosome, which holds all the hereditary information. जो भी हमारे parents से हमें कुछ information या जो characters parents से मिलते हैं, characteristics, वो सब कहाँ पे होते हैं? क्रोमोसोम्स में, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डीएनए. ओके, लाइक एग्जांपल, योर स्किन टेक्सचर, your color, your hair texture, your eyes, this information is stored in the nucleus in chromosome. Okay, is it clear what is nucleus? Okay, nucleus के बाहर होता है nuclear membrane. What is nuclear membrane? Membrane ये word से we get to know that membrane is something that is covering something. So nucleus को जो cover करता है, जो protect करता है, you can say is called as nuclear membrane. What is the function of nuclear membrane? It allows only the needed material to go into the nucleus. Okay, so this is the function of nuclear membrane. Fine. Let us see what is plasma membrane now. Plasma membrane क्या है? Plasma membrane first of all is also called as selectively permeable membrane. ये छन्नी की तरह काम करता है. लाइक जो चीजें जरूरी है वही सेल के अंदर जाने देता है. The things which are not needed, it doesn't allow them to go into the cell. Because of this, it is called as selectively permeable membrane. As the name says, selected चीजों को परमिट मिलता है अंदर जाने का. Okay, this is the function of plasma membrane. After plasma membrane, you can see this inner part is called as, inner covering is called as plasma membrane. After that there is cell wall. Second part of the cell is cell wall. Cell wall is something that gives covering, or you can say it gives rigidity to the cell. Cell को strong बनाने का काम किसका है? Cell wall का है. Cell wall से related more two concepts are there: plasmolysis, also osmosis and diffusion. So we'll see them as and when the video gets further. I hope you have understood what is cell wall. Cell wall is the covering of the cell, and it gives rigidity or strength to the cell, and it is mostly it is found in plant cells. Okay. Next we will see the different cell organelles. What are cell organelles? Organs of the cell. In short, you can tell them as organs of the cell, or the organs that perform a specific function. जो एक स्पेसिफिक दिया हुआ फंक्शन परफॉर्म करते हैं सेल में, that is called as cell organelles. What are cell organelles? So first we will see what is Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus, lysosome, mitochondria, vacuoles and ER. ER is endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. Golgi apparatus. What is Golgi apparatus? Golgi apparatus का काम क्या है? Golgi apparatus does the work of dispatching, first of all storage, dispatch and transport of all the proteins or whatever material is synthesized in the cell. जो cell में बनता है उसको packaging, उसका packaging, dispatching, storage of that material is the function of Golgi apparatus. Okay, this you can see, this is called as Golgi apparatus in the cell. Fine. Next we will see what is lysosome. Lysosome is a cell organelle which performs the function of swallowing up the cell. जब कोई cell काम नहीं करता, when it gets damaged or when any organelle or any part of the cell doesn't work, it gets damaged or else the lysosome swallows up the part or swallows up the cell itself. So lysosome is called as the suicide bag of the cell. Lysosome को क्या कह सकते हैं? It is also called as the suicide bag of the cell. These names are given in such a way that it will make you easier to understand and fit in your mind. Okay, so the question comes that why are lysosomes called as the suicide bags of the cell? Next cell organelle, very important from your exam point of view, is mitochondria. माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया भी गिव रीजन के लिए क्वेश्चन आता है कि माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया इज कॉल्ड एज द पावर हाउस ऑफ द सेल, सो यू हैव टू आंसर व्हाई. ओके, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया को और क्या कहते हैं? पावर हाउस ऑफ द सेल. पावर हाउस ऑफ द सेल से ही हमें पता चलता है कि जो सेल को पावर देने का काम करता है, जो सेल को एनर्जी देने का काम करता है, दैट इज द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया. ओके, नाउ माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया किस फॉर्म में एनर्जी देता है? इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एटीपी. व्हाट इट इज कॉल्ड एज ATP. Full form of ATP is, note down, adenosine triphosphate. Okay, so it produces or it gives energy to the cell. Without energy nothing can work. Similarly, cell also can't work without energy. So who gives energy to the cell? Mitochondria. As it gives energy to the cell, so इसे क्या कहा जाता है? Power house of the cell. Please keep it in mind. Next organelle is vacuoles. As the name says, vacuole means vacant spaces or empty spaces in the cell. You can see this. Okay, this is mitochondria. Okay, ये mitochondria है. आप अपनी स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हैं. इमेजेस भी as and how the video is going on, इमेजेस भी शेयर की हुई है. So please see, this is mitochondria. And all this empty space is called as vacuole. Okay, vacuole का काम, as it is empty, it does the work of storage, like water storage, nutrients जो सेल में बनते हैं उसका storage. All the work of storage is done by vacuoles. It stores water, nutrients, vitamins, everything it can store. Okay. Next important cell organelle is ER, endoplasmic reticulum. What it is? Endoplasmic reticulum. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One is rough endoplasmic reticulum, that is called as RER, and another is SER, that is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now what is the function or what is rough endoplasmic reticulum? Rough endoplasmic reticulum is related to ribosomes. Okay, ribosome is a different concept. So for now it is enough that RER is related to ribosome. In rough endoplasmic reticulum, it performs the function of synthesizing proteins. What does it do? It performs the function of synthesizing proteins. And SER similarly, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now let us see next, that is cytoplasm. What is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is the liquid inside the cell. Whatever liquid is there inside the cell, in all these places outside the nucleus, you can see, that is called as cytoplasm. Okay. Now next important concept which you need to know is plasmolysis. I had told you earlier that related to cell wall there is a concept plasmolysis. What is plasmolysis? जब कोई सेल, when the inner part of the cell shrinks, जब सेल shrink होता है तब वो सेल वॉल से दूर चला जाता है. Like cell wall, it gets detached or it gets far away from the cell wall, and therefore that concept is called as plasmolysis. Okay, definitions description में दी हुई है, you can go and see over there. For now just understand what is plasmolysis. It is when the cell inside shrinks and moves away from the cell wall. That process is called as plasmolysis. Okay, next we will see osmosis. Osmosis is the osmosis आपको इसका सिर्फ definition याद में रखना है कि it is the movement of CO2 and O2. Sorry. It is the movement of water inside and outside the cell, and diffusion is the movement of CO2 and O2 inside and outside the cell. Okay, osmosis में water involved है and diffusion में O2 and CO2. The movement of CO2 and O2 inside and outside the cell is diffusion, and osmosis, movement of water in and out the cell, is called as osmosis. Okay, fine. Osmosis से related और three concepts है like hypotonic solution and isotonic solution. So that is something like when a cell is in a what you can say is in a liquid that is more dilute, then if the liquid in which the cell is, if that liquid is more dilute, then that is called as hypotonic solution. If the liquid in which the cell is and the liquid concentration in the cell is one and the same, then it is called as isotonic solution, and the other, when the liquid is concentrated, it is called as hypertonic solution. So if you want detailed video on hypertonic and isotonic, we will make it also. For now, this is all about cell, the fundamental unit of life. If you have not yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe the channel and share it with maximum of your friends so that they will be benefited by this video. Thank you.